You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
Our national anthem as we welcome you to Braves Field, the Varsity Media Sports Network, proudly bringing you Section 5 lacrosse as tonight, the undefeated Braves of Canandaigua, they've got a tough task as they take on the always tough Raiders from Fairport. Good evening, everyone. Gene Battaglia with you as the Braves, wow, they're 8-0 to start this year, and Fairport coming in tonight with a 4-3 record. So glad you're with us here tonight on this hot evening. And for everybody who was with us viewing from Canandaigua, it was only 3 weeks ago that the sectional football championship took place right here on the same field. The Braves repeating as Class A champs. And with that night, that win over East High, it was just brutal out here. It felt like November. The snow was flying. In a matter of 3 weeks, we've gone from winter to summer here in Canandaigua. I guess that is certainly life in Western New York. The Canandaigua Braves, as we're taking a look at Fairport, we'll start off with Fairport. Mike Torelli, of course, the head coach for Fairport. They come in with a 4-3 record, coming off a nice win, 14-8 over Rush Henrietta. Before that, they had an overtime win over McQuaid, 6-5. A win against Pittsford, 10-7 in the season opener. Schrader being the other win, then losses in between, the 3 losses to Thomas, Victor, and Penfield. As for Devin York's Canandaigua Braves team, they come in with an 8-0 record, wins over Geneva 12-3, Brighton 10-4, Corning 5-4, Irondequoit 12-5, Penfield 9-3, Ithaca 10-2, Pittsford 11-7, and Webster Schrader 13-7. We send it down to public address. Let's pick up the introductions first for the home team for the Braves.
Also on attack, number 10, Sam Bennett. Number 20 on defense, Eric Platten. Number 21, admitting Don Camella. At attack, number 22, Cam Tallman. Facing off tonight, number 24, Luke McCroby.
So many of these players for Canandaigua also being a part of the football team. Sam Bennett, one of the best players on Canandaigua lacrosse. He's going to be going to RIT. Bennett, Cody Akey. Of course, you have other players. Dom Camella being one of the big parts of that championship team as well. Nick Earps was on that team. So a lot of 2 and 3 sport athletes here at Canandaigua, and that is great to see. Devin York is assisted by Kyle Stanley, Colin Carson, John Harriman, and Rich Wellington. Bellis, Pfeiffer, Good, and Kenyon are the team captains. As we'll have that face-off for the visiting Fairport team. Leading scorer Jackson Monty is a sophomore, so this is a Fairport team that is always tough. Last time we actually had a lacrosse season, they were the Class A champions in 2019. Canandaigua winning their last championship in 2013. And you're wondering, well, could this be the year? Joey Gigi will be taking the draw here for Fairport. Fairport is in the red, not to confuse anybody. Luke Kroby is the face-off specialist for Canandaigua. So Canandaigua, those bright red metallic helmets with the white jerseys, white pants, the silver numbers. Fairport in the visiting red uniforms with the white helmets. Whistle blows. And we are underway, and it'll be Canandaigua to start off with the possession. As they'll check in their personnel along the near side, that's going to be Matt Bellis. McLean Ralston is the goaltender for Fairport, 56% the save percentage tonight, and he's going to be looking actually a little bit into the sun, so a little bit of an advantage for Canandaigua starting at this end of the field here as the sun's still very much up. It is still very much warm. As on the far side, Spin Blazak, number 16. He's going to be checked there by Jake Kuhnman, number 14. And Canandaigua will be very patient working it around. Staying in the box, that'll be Blazak taking it behind the cage. He's going to be guarded by Jack McDonald with the long pole there for Fairport, number 33. Blazak now at the football 20-yard line. Moving in, fires, and scores! And the Braves strike first, and just seeing a little bit of a seam there getting around the defender. It's 1-0. Spin Blazak, number 16, with his 9th of the season. Coming 1:02 into this game. Face-offs, of course, so important in the game of lacrosse. And coming up with a big one there is Gigi he'll dish it off, and Fairport in transition. Starting off and getting whacked there was Trey Turzo. Turzo will pull back. And now Fairport will check in their personnel. Jack Fayola is the goaltender for the Canandaigua Braves. Fayola, 75% save percentage on the season. Jackson Monte, their leading scorer, he has it outside the box and working it around. And now coming out of the field to join the attack is Jake Kuhlman, number 14. He'll have it on the far side. Now over the near side to Rob Crowley. As Fairport being very patient here. Trying to set things up 1-0 if you're just logging on. Canandaigua with the early goal by Blazak. Now we get into the office as Stuver. Make that 22 Mahar. Dishing it back now. It'll be Crowley on the left side. The lefty dishing it off. Good defense here by the Braves early on. Strive for strive. It is Kuhlman trying to get around the pole of Jackson Grant. Kuhlman taking it behind the cage. Jackson Grant, a couple big touchdowns for the football team in their championship run. Losing the handle, the quick ground ball picked up. I don't even know if they'll call that a ground ball necessarily, as Crowley gets it right back. On the far side. And the shot, that somehow got in. My goodness, that's 23. Cole Stuver with the goal, his 8th of the season, and we are tied at 1. So with 9:25 remaining, I'm not sure if they give an assist on that or not. How did this get in? Let's take another look. That is just a shooter's goal there. That it was on the far post, not even on the near side, so not much Fayola can do on that one. Hugging the post he was supposed to be hugging. 1-1 our score with 9:25 remaining here in the first on a beautiful night here in Canandaigua. Face-off will be won by McCroby, and McCroby in transition will dish it off. And the Braves going back to work, so McCroby winning 2 of the 3 draws here tonight. He will step off. McCroby's stepping off, and let's see who's coming on here. Got to make sure we get those numbers right here in the sunshine. Sometimes hard to see. It's on the near side. It'll be 35, Elliot Morgan. Behind the cage, setting a pick will be Bellis, number 9. Defense there by number 5, Joe Gizzi. Near side, the shot's going to go wide, but closest to the end line where it went out will be Bellis. This will remain Canandaigua possession. That's number 10, Sam Bennett. Bennett, the leading scorer for this Braves team. And, of course, they're going to put a long pole on him. That's Carter Tuccelli with the long pole. Bennett, shot, that's going to go wide. Not sure if you're hearing a whistle pick up. That is actually a JV game, or maybe it's a modified game that's in the adjacent field behind us. Camella with the ball behind the cage, and Canandaigua to work it around. Tallman will drip behind the cage now. As the shot gets in. A screen in front, and it's 2-1 Canandaigua. This was 7:54 remaining. And that'll be Elliot Morgan with his 5th of the season for the Midi.
Scoring for the Braves, number 35, Elliot Morgan.
So Morgan with the shot, going through a screen. Back of the face-off X with 7:54 remaining in the first. It's now 2-1 Braves. And make it 3 of 4 face-off wins for McCroby. Guess he'll stay on the field for the time being as Jackson Grant. McCroby stepping off. Grant stepping into the box, and now he'll wait for some personnel to check out onto the field. Ben Hadley, the defensive midi, racing out there as Fairport will be looking for the stop. Tom Camella with it. Football 40-yard line. Camella in the box. Sends it over far side. Shot. Big save made. Coming up with that one is number 15, Ralston. And in transition, here comes the clearing attempt for Fairport. Racing up the near side is Gizzi, and he's going to be able to get the clear as he will step into the box. And a nice save by McLean Ralston, giving the possession back to Fairport. Raiders down by 1. It's 2-1. Mahar, football 15-yard line, will throw it back up. That's Jake Kuhlman at the top. And he'll have the long ball coming way out to challenge him. Pressure there by Eric Platten, the defenseman. It's Canandaigua getting aggressive. Jackson Monte, leading scorer. Dancing around, now he'll send it back up top. Kuhlman, the first shot, that goes wide, and Monte closest to the end line. This remains Fairport ball. Nearing the midway point here of the first already. Terzo didn't like what was ahead of him, and Fairport will reset. As on the near side, it'll be Kuhlman. To the near wall, this will go to Mahar. And to the corner, Jackson Monte. So some good defense here by Canandaigua on a hot evening here. Kuhlman, as the switch is made, that's the long ball coming over Jackson Neiman with the defense for Canandaigua. Long pole defense there by Brady Camella, number 33. Another key part to that football team is Canandaigua faithful liking the defense here so far, but you got to also like the fact that Fairport is not pushing it or pressing matters here. Not forcing it is actually what I'm trying to say. Crowley with it. Crowley entering the box. Crowley trying to get around Dom Camella. He'll send it over the far side. Kuhlman. Here'll be the shot, and a save is made. Fayola coming up big, and here's the clearing attempt for Canandaigua. Jack Fayola keeping Fairport off of the board, and the clear will be good as bringing up Eric Platt in the long pole, but a little bit of a ground ball, but that's quickly picked up here by the Braves. Remain onside. They step into the box, and we will have the call going against the Braves, so this goes back over to Fairport. 2-1 our score if you're just logging on. Morgan and Blazak with the goals for Canandaigua. Stewart with the goal for Fairport. That was Brandon Riley, number 4, with it. He's going to be guarded by number 3, Jackson Grant. Riley into the box. Beating it down low. Good defense collapsing around. That's a ground ball, and it's going to be picked up. We'll give the cause turnover to Nick Earps, number 7 for Canandaigua, and the clearing attempt coming up here for the Braves. As on the near side, it'll be Eric Platten. Platten racing up along the near sideline. And he's looking just to hand it off. He's actually going to take it himself. Tell me he's thinking about a goal, but nope. He'll dish it off. Think the better of it. And now Canandaigua will check in their personnel with 3:40 remaining here in the first. And the successful clear here made by Canandaigua. Elliot Morgan onto the field, number 35. He's got a goal tonight. Spin Blazak also out there. Blazak with the first goal tonight. He's wearing number 16. He's guarded on the near side by Mitchell Parker, number 39. That's the long pole, number 18, Aiden Arena. Feed the far side. Grant. Beyond the cage, this will go. Ground ball. Now we're under 3 minutes to go. Canandaigua being patient here. Crowley with it. Crowley backing up. He'll give it to Jackson Grant. Mitchell Parker, number 39, coming out of defense. So it's a short pull on a short pull. Coming way out to reset here. This is going to be the patience here by the veteran Jackson Grant. Grant with 10 goals on the season. Now he's going to want to get a running start here at Parker. Grant trying to make a move. Grant fires, and he got it in. Going 5-hole, beating Ralston. That's Jackson Grant with his 11th of the season, taking that 30 yards out for the goal. Getting that run in. With 2:22 remaining here in the first. Help comes over just a little bit late as Carter Ticelli, recognizing where the play was going, could not get there in time, and that's just great speed there by Jackson Grant. Whistle blowing. Ground ball being kicked around, still being fought for, and that will be picked up on the near side. Scooping that one up is Josh Knapp, number 21. Knapp with a big ground ball for Canandaigua, and the Braves go on defense. Big ground ball for Fairport. It's Fairport with the ball. Fairport in the red uniforms tonight. Canandaigua the home team in the whites. And the ball will go behind the cage over to the near side to Jackson Monte. Near side to Crowley, and Fairport spreading it out here in the empty set. Now it'll go behind the cage. Outside the box again will be Kuhlman. Kuhlman trying to make a move, but stride for stride was P.J. Rude, the defenseman. Feed, pinballing around that gets in. I don't even think that was intended, but kind of like a hockey goal there. Just feed it in front, goes off a body. I do believe that was Crowley, 16, and it's now 3-2. That is Crowley. That will be his 9th of the season. That comes with 1:14 remaining. Oh. I don't even know if he cradled that or not, but just knew enough just to get it off in time. What a beautiful goal there by Rob Crowley, the senior midi. It's now 3-2. And now Fairport's going to get it back. And the question is, will Mike Torelli call a timeout? You would think the instructions would be, let's wind some clock down here, guys, and keep this the last possession. Fairport with an opportunity here to tie this one up late in the first, but there's a ground ball, some great defense by Canandaigua. Picked back up, however, by Trey Turzo. Turzo will send it back to Mahar. As you can see the clock there, 40 seconds remaining here. There won't be a timeout, apparently, for Fairport. Kumin will be guarded by Jackson Grant. Sending it over to the far side. That's Elliot Morgan with the defense. He's playing some two-way stuff as well. It's Crowley who had that last goal. Crowley trying to get around the defender. He'll dish it off with a lefty pass. And now we're the seconds winding down here. We're down to 10 seconds remaining. The shot, and we are tied. That'll be Mahar, the midi, with just 9 seconds remaining. In Fairport, they fought back here. We're tied at 3. So we take another look. Get in that deep. Hard to say. And my apologies. I said Mahar. That's Cole Stuver with the goal. 23. Cole Stuver with his second tonight, 9th of the season. Get that right for our Fairport faithful watching. 9.7 remaining here in the first. Face off. Canandaigua can come up with it. Whoever comes up with it. Maybe a late shot, but still being contested, that ball to the far side, and that will take us to the end of the first quarter. Entertaining first quarter here as Canandaigua 3-3 tied up with visiting Fairport. We step aside. Thank you for watching the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Are you settling for a boring live stream? Can't see the players' uniforms? No audio? Camera not following the action? Consider a live stream broadcast with Varsity Media. Our announcers help tell the story of your game.
McCarthy. He's got. He's in. Touchdown, Farmingdale.
We feature multiple camera angles, guaranteed to capture all the action.
Touchdown, Oceanside.
Plus added features like graphics, instant replay.
Yeah, the shooters are going to shoot here at Bethpage, and one of many threes on the day.
Interviews, and more. It's your time to shine. And with Varsity Media, now you can. Contact us today and book a live stream broadcast with Varsity Media. Online at varsitymedia.net or by phone 516-403-2050.
Tonight, from the Varsity Media Sports Network, it's 3-3 as we head to the second. Fairport and Canandaigua. Gene Battaglia with you. Our director, Joel Balthaser. Cameramen tonight, Ryan Boyce and Kyle Sanson. And again, we talked about it at the top. I just marveled the fact that 3 weeks ago we were dealing with snow here on the final day of April, and tonight we're in the upper 80s here in Canandaigua. I'm not complaining, don't get me wrong, but how quickly things change here. It was 3 weeks ago, Canandaigua on this field winning the sectional championship over visiting East. And you could say once in a lifetime because, well, I don't know if we'll ever have a spring championship game in Section 5 football again, and B, the next time, well, you would certainly like to go back to one of the bigger venues so more people can go. In the past, we've had the games at SUNY Brockport, the U of R. You get the idea. So to host the host the sectional championship game here at Braves Field. That was certainly something exciting here for everybody. And again, literally once in a lifetime. I don't think we'll ever have that happen in the spring again. Joey Gigi will be taking the draw here for Fairport. And so far, Luke McCroby has been doing a decent job. I'm not sure if they gave anybody the face-off win the last time. McCroby 3 of 4 on the draws tonight. As the teams switch sides here. So Fairport getting to work here. 2 goals for Cole Stuver tonight. Puts him at 9 on the season. Stuver's going to take it behind the net, and it'll be Brady Comello, the long pole, being assigned to him. Just like in football, the class Canandaigua is in, just absolutely loaded. So this is another test, though, for them in Fairport. And for Fairport, this would be a really nice win here tonight, should they come away with this. As now on the near side, it'll be Kuhlman. Kuhlman trying to work his way in. He'll send it behind the cage, going back to 23, Stuver. Cole Stuver right around the cage, shoots it high and wide, but then getting over the time was Jackson Monte, and this will remain Fairport possession. The sophomore Monte is going to draw the long pole. That'll be Eric Platten, number 20. Platten, good footwork there. It's Monte. Dishes it off front. We got a ground ball. And Canandaigua picking it up on the far side. P.J. Rude with the ground ball. And here are the Braves in transition. They'll get the successful clear. In transition, working it down low. The shot and just boom, bouncing it wide was Sam Bennett. And it's going to go back. Here's the clearing attempt. Up and down we go. Fairport in transition, and they will get the clear now as they get it into the box. And leading the way on that clear was Josh Knapp, number 21. He'll get back on the other side of the field as Fairport will check in their personnel. Billy Mihara, number 22, out there getting a run this time for Fairport. Fairport has yet to lead in this one. And we're tied at 1. Canandaigua went up 3-1, and the last 2 goals have been by Fairport. Shot will go wide by Mahar as he gets knocked down. Still remain Raider possession. That's 24, Churzo. And a race to what's going to be the rolling. They're going to put it over to the Braves. Credit Teddy Lenz, number 8, to the long pull with the hustle there for the Braves. And now Fairport dropping back for the ride here. And there's going to be a ground ball. Anybody's ball at this point. Physical kicked ahead there by 21 Knapp. And it's going to be eventually picked up by Canandaigua. Braves in transition. Ground ball going to Jackson Grant. Jackson Grant coming up with it, and the whistle, and we're going to get the timeout called by Canandaigua. Devin York sensing that he had the possession, but a lot of bodies around, so why not use one of your timeouts here and settle things down? With that, we will take a break, and we will take a look here at the Canandaigua Braves and how we got here. 8-0 on the season. Again, 11-7 the win against Pittsford. They're just coming last week here. Again, this is a Braves team. It's just not 1 or 2 guys. That was Tallman with one of the goals, and this will be Dom Camella leading the charge, sending it on up to Sam Bennett. And you get the idea that this could be one of those special years here in Canandaigua. Again, Sam Bennett going to RIT. And, boy, RIT, they've been knocking on the door for a national championship. They get another shot at it tomorrow, the quarterfinal action, which is going to be in Henrietta as they take on Colorado College. But Can you imagine if Sam Bennett wins one here at Canandaigua and then you go to RIT? I don't know if RIT will win it in the next 4 years while Bennett's there, but they will certainly have their shots at it, as Jay Kuhn always has that program right in the mix. They're in the NCAA tournament every year. So Canandaigua using one of their 2 timeouts here in this first half, as they did have the possession. The situation was a little unsettled. And so the Braves in a 3-3 game, and Sven Blazak will begin with the possession here as the whistle blows. We're back underway here tonight from Braves Field. Here in the second quarter, Blazak with one of the Canandaigua goals. Morgan and Grant with the others. Jackson Grant, so the middies working it around. Inverted set here. Not inverted, but an open set, rather. And now Bennett will get down low. This will be 16. Blazak didn't like it. Goes to the far side. The pick is set, but fighting through that. Good defense by Connor Fundis, the defenseman. He'll be going to SUNY Albany following this quick spring season we have here. Grant the shot and the save. No, it's not a save. It somehow got past Ralston. That's the second tonight for number 3, Jackson Grant. He's got 12 on the season, and Canandaigua takes back the lead. Now it's 4-3. Did Ralston get a piece of this? Yep, just went under the shoulder. Joe Balthaser doing a fantastic job tonight on the replay. Waiting for that whistle to blow. Again, it's number 5, Joey Gigi, the junior, taking the draw. David Lytle taking the draw for Canandaigua. And it'll be Fairport coming up with it. Another ground ball by Josh Knapp. Knapp, a little bit of pressure there, and realizing that he might have gotten stripped, Mike Torelli will use the timeout here for Fairport. So Fairport with the possession. Each team with 1 timeout remaining, 8:09 remaining here in the first. Canandaigua up 4-3. As we will take a quick break here on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Absolutely. If you're in need of a recruiting video or any type of video service, or maybe you'd like to have us come and shoot your game, absolutely. Contact us, varsitymedia.net. Proud to be working here with all the great families and programs in Section 5. Off the timeout, it'll be Fairport with the possession. So each team with 1 timeout remaining. Fairport is down by 1 as Mahar stepping into the box here. And if anything for Canandaigua, that timeout on such a hot night, it gives Devin York a chance to give his guys a little bit of a breather there. Go get a sip of water here. And certainly playing defense, you could say, just as, if not more difficult as far as keeping that energy up. That shot will just go wide. Ground ball on the far side, then picking up that ground ball will be Rob Crowley. Crowley will send it back behind the cage over to Mahar. The feed, there's a ground ball on the near side. Racing to it, can he get to it in time? Yep, calmly picking that up will be Cole Stuver. Stuver with 2 goals tonight for visiting Fairport. Crowley with the other. Jake Kuhlman, the football 35-yard line. Sending it over to the near corner as Fairport spreading it out here. Monte, where he likes to camp out on the far side. He's going to be guarded by 20, Eric Platten. Working his way in. And then knocked down was Kuhlman, but then helping out, coming over was Trey Turzo to keep the possession going here for Fairport. Turzo. Behind the cage this will go. Knocked away. We've yet to have a slow play warning here, so the Fairport keeping it in the box, though, for the time being. And now stepping out. Good defense here by the Braves here, keeping Fairport at bay, as this has now been over a minute here, this possession for the Raiders. And we're less than halfway through with this second quarter. Mahar now to the near side. Feet in front, the shot, big save made by Fayola. Fayola denying his man Turzo, and the clearing attempt coming up. Great defense by the Braves, and then a strip from behind, and then nearly getting to that, but couldn't go offside was Cole Stuver. Stuver nearly came up with a great play. We have our first penalty on the evening, and maybe they're going to get the offside here. And knowing that they're offside, well, yeah, you're going to put the extra defender. So there's 7 defenders right now on the field here for Fairport. Why not? So you don't blame Stuver at all. You had to give it a shot there. Yeah, it's the only sport where you can keep the extra defender here on a delayed penalty on the field. So Jackson Grant with it. As he'll take a leisurely stroll along the near side, guarded by Crowley. So technically it's not man down for Canandaigua, but it certainly feels that way as Grant from the near corner. Grant gets his running start, dishing it off. Finding Dom Camella. Dom Camella back to Grant. Grant fires. Oh, and it deflects. Goes off a leg. Who got in front of that? That was 23, Cole Stuver. The attacker was offside. Well, geez, now you come to this side of the field, and that is giving up your body here. So Stuver, 2 goals tonight, and a block shot that certainly hurts. Working his way in, and a big save made by the goaltender, McLean Ralston, and now we'll have our first man up finally. It comes with 4:13 remaining before halftime. We take a look at that big save made the last time by Fayola. As we're waiting for the penalty to go up on the board here. 30 seconds against Stuver, and again, just the offside penalty. So 5 defenders on the field right now for Fairport. 20 seconds remaining in the man up. Canandaigua with the empty set, working it around as Grant handing it off. 8 seconds remaining in the man up. Camella, near side, over to Bennett. Bennett getting it back. 2-1. We're back to even strength here, but here's the shot, and that's going to go wide. Canandaigua to maintain the possession. So the Braves get 1 shot off on that man up. 3:39 remaining. After a 3-3 score at the end of the first, we are at 4-3 here in the second. 3.5 now remaining. Camella fires and scores! Dom Camella with the shot and the goal. Getting together with those teammates, some of them he played football with. Dom Camella extending this lead for Canandaigua. It's now 5-3. Camella wearing 21 in football, wearing 21 in lacrosse. That's his number. And the Midi giving the Braves a 2-goal lead here. Lytle taking the draw once again for Canandaigua, going against Gigi, and it will be Lytle. He'll be awarded the win. Now this is an opportunity really for Canandaigua to kind of grab control of this game as we're winding our way here to halftime. Leading by 2 with the possession. Canandaigua 8-0 on the season. There's a diverse group of athletes here on this Braves team. Very deep. Bennett on the far side. Bennett is going to draw Gigi, defensive midi. And his shot goes all the way through, actually. I was trying to feed it, but trying to sneak it through the far post. This remains Braves' possession. Grant with it, 20 yards out. Now, this goes to the football end zone as Bennett will have it. Bennett's going to get a pick there from Bellis. Bennett's actually directing traffic back there defensively is 33 Jack McDonald for Fairport. Shot goes wide by Bennett. And the ruling here still will be Canandaigua possession. 2:23 remaining before halftime. Camella, near side. Back up top this goes. That's going to be the big man, Cody Akey, who sends that wide. Still Canandaigua possession. Josh Knapp, the long pole. Knapp taking it away. And he'll send it back into the cage. A nice safe spot as he gives it back to Ralston. So a big play there by the defenseman, Josh Knapp. Clearing attempt, though, is Akey providing some pressure. And then the underhand scoop shot by Fundis helping for the successful clear for Fairport. So Fairport gets the stop they needed, down by 2. And the question is, will they play for the last shot? Probably not, but they're not going to rush it here. And this will be the last timeout called by Fairport. With 1:28 remaining here before halftime, we'll take a quick break. Canandaigua leading 5-3 here on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
At Varsity Media, we offer everything under the sun when it comes to media. Action photography, live videography, live streaming, college recruiting videos, social media videos, and so much more. Visit our website at www.varsitymedia.net or visit us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Search Varsity Media. Varsity Media, we highlight your life.
Believe that is the girls lacrosse team here for Canandaigua, cheering on their counterparts, and photographer taking their picture on the sideline. 5-3 is our score. Yeah, normally Memorial Day weekend, next weekend means, hey, it's time for sectionals. Let's all head to St. John Fisher. Not so this year. We're going to be going well into June, as far as you can go, with no state championships and the fall sports 2 season. Everybody watching knows that the sectional championships will be taking place that first full weekend in the month of June coming up. Not the traditional Memorial Day weekend, the Super Tuesdays we used to call it out at Fisher, where you'd have 3 games in one day, and then there was one year they spread it out over a couple days. Now, you won't be getting Devin York or anybody talking about sectionals or anything like now, but you can certainly talk about this if you're a fan and if you're a viewer. And Canandaigua 8-0 on the season, and they've been playing some tough competition, including Ithaca, perennial power in New York State, scheduling that out of state, winning that one 10-2. Corning's always a tough one, defeating them. So you've got a little bit of everything in this schedule here. Next up for the Braves after today will be a home game Monday against McQuaid. For Fairport, they'll be going to one of the startup programs up at Hilton. Hilton, of course, bursting on the scene about 3-4 years ago. So Fairport Hilton, that'll be taking place on Wednesday. Fairport with the possession, 1:28 remaining here before halftime. That's Rob Crowley, number 16. You can see his name there on the T-shirt underneath his jersey is Crowley. He's got a long pole whacking away at him, and Jackson Neiman, 27. Crowley's going to run away from it. And it just appears right now that Fairport is going to make sure that Canandaigua is not going to get a possession off. As with it, it'll be 22 Cam Tellman. Beg your pardon, that's 22 Billy Mahar with it. Mahar on the far side will be guarded by P.J. Rude. One of 3 Rudes on the team. Ethan and Alex Rude, brothers. You have to see a run in tonight, but PJ being the senior defenseman on this team. The cousin of the two. As this will be 22 Mahar. As now we're down to 30 seconds remaining, and it's very clear now Fairport wants to get one off right before halftime. Fans beginning to make some noise here from Canandaigua. Stuver's going to take it behind the net. P.J. rooting on defense. 15 seconds remaining before halftime. Stuver, far side, sending it over the shot, and that goes off the side of the net. Let go by Jackson Monte, and a long home run clearing attempt looking for Bennett. Oh my gosh, goes beyond the defense, the shot, and scores! How about that? Spin Blazak as the horn sounds. You got to give an assist on that one to the keeper, Jack Fayola. The plan for Fairport backfires. We take another look. Fayola winding up, and the intended receiver is going to be Bennett, who somehow gets behind the defense. Instead, picking up that ground ball, number 16, Blazak. What a way to end the first half. They're going to put 1 second left up on the board. Home fans delighted by that play, and the horn sounds. 2 goals for Spin Blazak. He started the scoring, and he ends the scoring on that beautiful pass by keeper Jack Fayola. And our score here at halftime, it's the Braves leading the Raiders 6-3. Remember, halftimes aren't that long, so don't go too far here. We'll be back here in just a few minutes here as the team stay on the field here. You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports. Are you settling for a boring live stream? Can't see the players' uniforms? No audio? Camera not following the action? Consider a live stream broadcast with Varsity Media. Our announcers help tell the story of your game.
That was McCarthy. He's got he's in. Touchdown, Farmingdale.
We feature multiple camera angles, guaranteed to capture all the action.
Touchdown, Oceanside.
Plus added features like graphics, instant replay.
Yeah, the shooters are going to shoot here at Bethpage, and one of many threes on the day.
Interviews, and more. It's your time to shine. And with Varsity Media, now you can. Contact us today and book a live stream broadcast with Varsity Media. Online at varsitymedia.net or by phone 516-403-2050.
If you're interested in staying involved with the sports you've enjoyed over the years, we may have an opportunity for you. Section 5 Athletics is currently looking for officials for several sports. Serving as a Section 5 official provides a great way to stay active. Contribute to the sports you love.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports.
The years, we may have an opportunity for you.
Touchdown, Red Devils.
Rosin.
If you're interested in staying involved with the sports you've enjoyed over the years, we may have an opportunity for you. Section 5 Athletics is currently looking for officials for several sports. Serving as a Section 5 official provides a great way to stay active. Contribute to the sports you love. And earn money while making your own schedule. Visit section5.org/officials for more information and to express your interest.
Are you settling for a boring live stream? Can't see the players' uniforms? No audio? Camera not following the action? Consider a live stream broadcast with Varsity Media. Our announcers help tell the story of your game.
Goes McCarthy. He's got. Oh, he's in. Touchdown, Farmingdale.
We feature multiple camera angles, guaranteed to capture all the action.
Touchdown, Oceanside.
Plus added features like graphics, instant replay.
Yeah, the shooters are going to shoot here at Bethpage, and one of many threes on the day.
Interviews, and more. It's your time to shine. And with Varsity Media, now you can. Contact us today and book a live stream broadcast with Varsity Media. Online at varsitymedia.net or by phone 516-403-2050. Varsity Media is the tri-state area's leader in sports media production. We specialize in live streaming.
Cuts inside. Touchdown, Red Devils.
Rosin coach Greg Murphy.
There's you. What a move. And the foul.
Videography. And photography. Covering all sports at all levels. We feature aerial photography and videography, college recruiting videos, live streaming of games,
patience offensively against this excellent defense. Now the shot's fired. How about that? Right into the top of the cage off the stick.
It'll be second down and 3. Handoff this time right up the middle. And B.J. Clark is gone for the touchdown.
school events, graduations. Varsity Media is available to cover a game, a tournament, a season, or any special event.
Talk to us a little bit about what went through your mind, how you prepared for that to run such a fast speed.
Currently, spectators are limited at events. Let Varsity Media bring the event to your fans. Contact Varsity Media today for more information. Online at varsitymedia.net or by phone at 866-577-1950. You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
Welcome back as we get ready for the second half. Canandaigua leading Fairport 6-3. Gene Battaglia with you. Joel Balthaser, our director this evening. Ryan Boyce, the voice of reason. Kyle Sanson on the camera tonight. And what a play by Canandaigua to end that first half. The feed from goaltender Jack Faola and getting behind the defense. was Spin Blazak. Blazak with 2 goals to lead the Braves. We have 2 goals on the opposite side for Stuver. Here's that play again we were just talking about. That has to be a thrill there as they beat the clock. They did put 1 second back up on the clock, but certainly a big game. And if this ends up being a Canandaigua 1-goal win, well, then think about that play right there. Off the face-off, we've got really some good aggressive play. And the ground ball will be picked up by the Braves as the Braves will be shooting at the cage to our right. They are in the home whites if you're just logging on, as Elliot Morgan, one of the goal scorers tonight, coming up with that ground ball. Those metallic red helmets for the Braves, and Fairport in their traditional red uniforms with the white helmets. So the Braves are 3-goal lead here, representing the biggest margin that they have led by here so far this evening. This will be Morgan. He's got 1 goal tonight. The junior will take it to the outside, and now behind the cage this will go. As Bellis, the feed in front, that shot will go wide as Dom Camella gripped that and ripped it. This remains Canandaigua possession. Tellman sending it over the far side. Braves spreading it around here in this empty set. Taking it behind the cage. This is going to be Sam Bennett. Still looking for his first tonight, and he'll just kind of hand it off. Now on the other side to Bellis. Back up top of shot. And there he is. Right on cue. Sam Bennett. First tonight, 26 of the season. Fairport did a good job keying in on him in the first half, but Bennett that time got some space, and it's now a 7-3 game. He's fired up. Sam Bennett, 7-3, Canandaigua. Again, team leading 26th of the season.
The assist for number 9, Matt Bellis.
I believe they're going to get Bellis with an assist on that. Big face-off here for Fairport. Trying to stop the bleeding here. Remember, Fairport had an opportunity to perhaps cut the lead to 1 before halftime. So think about the swing here by Canandaigua. Jackson Grant getting the ground ball off that face-off. Grant using that speed. He's a wide receiver in football. Now he'll step into the box. Back off. Canandaigua doing the dirty work here as they get the ball back here up by 4. Checking in on the far side will be Spin Blazak, number 16. He's got 2 goals tonight. And he'll just kind of play catch here with Dom Camella. That's going to be Bennett on the far side with the run. Jack Villarreal, number 3. We see him out on defense for Fairport. He's trying to fight through a pick. Fairport staying stride for stride. Here's going to be the shot. Oh, the flex, I think, in front. Shot let go there by Spin Blazak. And if it did not touch anybody in front, that'll be the 3rd tonight for Blazak. And it's now 8-3. 9:40 remaining in the 3rd. Joe Balthaser in on the replay here. Did that get the back? We'll give it to Blazak. Maybe we'll wait for actually the official call from the public address announcer at Canandaigua. A lot of traffic in front. That is not easy for McLean Ralston, the keeper for Fairport. And another face-off one is the ground ball by McCroby. Luke McCroby now will step off. So right now, this is a 4-0 run that Canandaigua finds themselves on. In control here, up 8-3. 5-0 run, I beg your pardon. This game was tied at 3, looking back at my notes. So it goes Grant, Camella, Blazak, Bennett. And we'll give that last one to Blazak. But again, I'm not 100% sure that didn't go off the back of one of the Canandaigua players in front. Under 9 minutes to go here in the third. Bennett beating it back up top. Shot by Camella. Knocked down in front. The block shot there. We'll give that to Josh Knapp. Ground ball. And picking up that ground ball will be Connor Fundis. And we're going to get the hole going against Fairport, so it goes back to Canandaigua. Matt Bellis on the near side will drift behind the cage. He's got Bennett there with him. Gigi with the defenseman, number 5. Bellis double teams, throws it back up, and Canandaigua will work it around. Well played game by both teams here so far. And for Fairport, they really need a stop here. Shot will deflect wide. That's a ground ball to the near side. And the keeper coming way out there as Ralston tried to scoop up. And in the end, he's going to help out. Ground ball eventually picked up by Josh Knapp. Here's the clearing attempt here for the Raiders. Big ground ball by Knapp. And the ride in effect here for Canandaigua. As the feed far side, that's going to be intercepted. Great ride by Canandaigua as Nick Earps, the long pole. Earps gets it over to the near side to Dom Camella, and Canandaigua going right back to work. The successful ride by the Braves. Certainly more than one way to win a lacrosse game, and preventing the other team from getting in an offensive set is one of them. Jackson Grant will have it near midfield, and now different personnel checking. It'll be Cody Akey, the big man, number 11. Here's Akey. Whoa, behind the back. Akey fires and scores! And that bench is going crazy as Cody Akey, with a head of steam, giving Canandaigua a 9-3 lead. That's the loudest cheer, and look how well his teammates come over. How excited they are. We get the timeout on the field as well. Fairport calling the timeout almost like an NBA team calling the timeout to try to slow down the possession here, break the rhythm of Canandaigua. This is a 6-0 run for the Braves. Cody Akey with the goal, his 7th of the season, but reaching behind him on that feed that, he had to go get, but he was not going to slow down. I think once he got his mind made up, and nobody was going to get in front of him. Here's Cody Akey once again. And trust me when I tell you, that is not an easy one for Ralston to pick up there. Great to see some of the fans out here tonight. Again, that's the girls lacrosse team here at Canandaigua. As you figure, they will be in contention here too. .7:23 remaining in the third. There's been a few highlights here for the Braves tonight. And, pick your favorite if you're a Braves fan. Is it the Akey goal? That was good, but I'd have to go with Fayola touchdown pass to Blazak right before halftime. That was pretty good, too. Joey Gigi will try to get the face-off here for Fairport. He'll be countered by Luke McCroby, number 24, the sophomore. McCroby's taking a few of these. David Lytle's taking a few of these tonight for Canandaigua. McCroby will come up with it. Opportunity to keep this run going. McCroby the shot. Save made. Getting down low with the knee. That's Ralston. But the rebound the bounce has just not been going Fairport's way tonight. Goes right back to Canandaigua. And now the Braves will check in personnel. As on the far side, that'll be Bennett right in front of the scoreboard. Bennett's guarded by Josh Knapp. Knapp has had a heck of a game tonight for Fairport. And that's going to be a ground ball. Rare feed that's offline, but that turf will slow up. And getting to it first, that'll be Crowley. Take that number 16, Blazak. It's been Blazak with the ground ball for Canandaigua. 6:20 remaining here in the third. Camella on the far side. This will be Jackson Grant at the football 40-yard line. He's going to be guarded by Joey Budarazi. Grant, the shot and a goal. That will be the hat trick for Jackson Grant, his third this evening, and the run continues here for Canandaigua. It's now 10-3 as we're nearing the midway point of the third. Jackson Grant showing great burst and getting around the defender Jack Kelly, number 13. Biggest margin for victory so far this year, 9 by Canandaigua, and McCroby's going to win another one. McCroby running out of trouble, and Canandaigua going right back out of the attack. Fairport has not had any possession here in the third. There is going to be another goal. I believe that's Morgan in transition. 11-3 Canandaigua. Morgan had it. Ralston tried to get down low. For Morgan, his second tonight, 6th of the season.
Scoring for Braves, number 35, Morgan. The assist, number 24.
McCroby winning another draw. And it'll be pinballing around as Knapp trying to get to that ground ball, and Knapp will come up with it, feeding it back to his keeper. And the clearing attempt, there's some room as on the far side, Jack Kelly, the long pole, will get over midfield. Now Kelly has the stick knocked right out of his hands, and a takeaway. Canandaigua going the other direction, unsettled situation, and Dom Camella will just kind of hold up here and wait for some help. So that is 2 successful rides here for Canandaigua this quarter, and Fairport is yet to have an offensive set. And, well, if you don't have the possession, it's next to near impossible to win. So that's been kind of the story here, as this was a 3-3 game, and Canandaigua has had the ball since. It's now 11-3. Shot, big save, kick save made by Ralston. Rebound kicking out, and it'll be gathered up. Dom Camella with that ground ball off the rebound. Jackson Grant on the near side. 4:40 remaining here in the third. Sam Bennett. Bennett going to be checked there by number 8, Ben Hadley. So that's a tough assignment, the short pull on Sam Bennett, and Hadley's up for it. Hadley's coming out, and he wants to challenge him. Bennett moving to his right. Bennett feeding it. Down low, and he finds his man. Bennett, the feed to Jackson Grant. Grant's 4th tonight. It's now 12-3. This is good defense by Hadley. It's just an unbelievable feed. And then Jackson Grant just, baseball as a pitcher, they call that changing the eye level if things are coming in from a different direction. And, Ralston, ready to make a save up top. Nope, I'm going to drop it down low. Grant does that. And Fairport coming up with a possession. Now can they get it upfield? This is number 39, Mitchell Parker with it. And then Parker gets knocked down. Ground ball still being contested, and that will be picked up by Cam Tallman, 22. Tallman taking it to the sideline. And these Canandaigua fans expressing their pleasure here with the applause by the effort that their boys are showing here tonight. 12-3 is our score with 3:39 remaining here from Braves Field in the third. Shot from the outside, and this will remain Braves possession. Matt Bella is picking up a ball on the end line. Season high in goals came in the last game, a 13-7 win for the Braves over Schrader. They got 12 here. We still have a quarter you have to play as Bellis pushing it back up. Story, in my opinion, tonight, Jackson Grant, 4 goals tonight for Canandaigua. Just has been a step faster than everyone on the field. It's Camella with it. Lost the handle, but has enough time to get it back. Can Canandaigua keep the possession for the entire quarter? Being on the left side. Now back up top, this will go. Camella working his way down low. Camella shoots, hits the iron, deflects out far, and that's going to be a ground ball on the far side, and Canandaigua getting to it first. Fundus, the defenseman, trying to get over there in time for Fairport. A little bit of an unsettled situation, but Fairport able to settle back in defensively. 2:25 remaining here in the third. And it is still Canandaigua possession. Bellis behind the net. Camella fires, sends it over the crossbar. Bellis closest to where it went out. On that end line will be Tallman. Tallman kind of pointing at some traffic, spinning his cross and be guarded by Gigi. Shot. Oh, it's a sneaky shot from the near side. And the celebration by Cam Tallman. The senior gets his 6th of the season. It's now a 10-0 run. It was a 3-3 game, is now 13-3 Canandaigua. And just the job that at the face-off X, this duo here of McCroby and Lytle. McCroby will be taking this draw, sophomore. Being kicked around, and Fairport will finally come up with one, but no, spoke too soon. That is a ground ball high into the air. Still being contested. That's going to come out near midfield. A lot of physical play here. Gigi will come up with it for the time being. He is stripped. And a flag finally coming down on this, and your guess is as good as mine what they'll call. It'll be the push going against Canandaigua. So Fairport will get their first possession here in the second half with 1:22 remaining. Let's see if the Raiders can get something going. See if they can get one on the board. You think about how this game shifted. Score was 5-3. Fairport had the ball with a shot late in the second. The save was made. Not only was the save made by Faiola, then he had the wherewithal to find his man back behind the defense. So what could have been a 5-3 game or 5-4 ended up being 6-3. And then Fairport hasn't had a possession since. Well, right now I don't think you're concerned with the clock. You're just concerned with good execution if you're Fairport. Something to build on here for the next game against Hilton. Working his way in, now feeding it down low. This will be Monty. 48 seconds remaining here in the quarter. On the far side, Knapp. Jackson Monte. Kyle Stover. 30 seconds remaining. Shot. And it is going to roll. It's going to stay in bounds, actually. It's a ground ball. Anybody's ball. Fairport kicking it around. Ten seconds remaining in the quarter. With the possession, that's Turzo. And Turzo's shot, the save is made. Fiola trying it again. The home run pass. And Tallman, well, the horn sounds this time. What a quarter for Canandaigua. 7-0 the goals for the Braves in that third. We head to the fourth. Braves up by 10 here on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Are you settling for a boring live stream? Can't see the players' uniforms? No audio? Camera not following the action? Consider a live stream broadcast with Varsity Media. Our announcers help tell the story of your game.
Goes McCarthy. He's got. Oh, he's in. Touchdown, Farmingdale.
We feature multiple camera angles, guaranteed to capture all the action.
Touchdown, Oceanside.
Plus added features like graphics, instant replay.
Yeah, the shooters are going to shoot here at Bethpage, and one of many threes on the day.
Interviews, and more. It's your time to shine. And with Varsity Media, now you can. Contact us today and book a live stream broadcast with Varsity Media. Online at varsitymedia.net or by phone 516-403-2050.
We head to the fourth here, and for Canandaigua, so many leaders on this Canandaigua team, right? I mean, and so many of these guys were actually all teammates on the football team, so you get to know one another and care for one another. Bennett and Akey and Grant, certainly, Tallman, Neiman. You can't forget Camella and Camella. Earps. Nook McCroby. Let's not overlook the sophomore. McCroby tonight has done a great job at the face-off end. 10-goal lead will not result in a running clock here, so we will have the face-off coming right on that Canandaigua Academy logo as the lights coming on here at the new stadium. And this will go over to Fairport. Joey Gigi will have it. Step inside the box, dishing it off, and he will now step off of the field as stepping on will be Billy Mahar. Ten unanswered goals here. Let's see if Fairport can break the string, as behind the net will be Monte. Monte will be guarded by the long pole of Platten. Feeding it up top, and that's going to be intercepted. That'll be Morgan with the interception, and he is off to the races. He's got a head of steam. Morgan dishing it off. The shot. Oh, what a save! Bennett with the shot, and the save is made, and that's going to be a different goaltender there for Fairport. That'll be Kyle Bassarde, the sophomore now in goal. So Bassarde getting a piece of that. And that time, that's a goal by Canandaigua once again. Dom Camella with his second tonight. It's now 14-3. Camella getting around the defender, Ben Hadley. See the good footwork by Camella. And the faceoff will be won by Gigi. Taking that away from Lytle. Lytle defensively, and now both players will step off. And we're seeing some different players. Here's Riley, number 4, out onto the field for Fairport. And Kuman, number 14. Of course, he's a mainstay on this side of the field. Crowley has a goal tonight. So Crowley with a goal, Stuver with 2 goals for Fairport. Crowley shot. That will go wide. This remains Raider possession. Going to pick that one up, it'll be Max McNally. The senior midi, number 36, getting a run in. Feet in front, all alone. The shot and the goal. Chase Rizzo, number 2. And that breaks the string, so Rizzo getting Fairport back on the board. It's now 14-4. 10:18 remaining.
Scoring for Fairport, number 2, Chase Rizzo. The assist to number 4, Brendan Riley.
Good unselfish play there. Drawing the play was Brandon Riley. So Riley giving him assist on that. And Rizzo getting on the board tonight for Fairport. And Fairport trying to get another ground ball is Colin Harrington. Able to come up with that for the time being. Ball popping up into the air. Jack Villarreal coming out with it. So Fairport getting back to work here. That'll be Villarreal. Over to the far side, that'll go to 22, Mahar. Mahar will be guarded by P.J. Rude. Villarreal sending it behind the net, behind the cage, going to Riley. Fairport working around 9:19 remaining here this evening. Shot and a goal. Rob Crowley with the goal. Crowley's second tonight and his 10th of the season for the senior midi. And our score now is 14-5 with 9:15 remaining. Face off. We're kind of at a standstill. Finally, that'll pop out. Gigi will come away with it for the Raiders. So the Raiders have scored the last 2 in this game. It's 14-5. Scoreboard here says 6. It is 5. And this is going to go over to Canandaigua. Canandaigua with the 14 goals tonight, representing the season high. Just building off what they did last game. Schrader, they scored 13. Now it's 14 against Fairport. Doing this against teams a class above. Feed to the near corner. Going to be Sheridan getting a run. Number 23, the sophomore. It's an opportunity for Devin York to work in some different players here. With the outcome really not in question. Jackson Grant, and that'll be a ground ball. Sheridan lost the handle, racing to it. That's a good play by Joel Hillier, the defenseman for Fairport. He got to it closest first, so 17, Hillier. And here's the clearing attempt here for the Raiders. As that feed, and it's going to be intercepted. Cody Akey, the big man who's got a goal tonight. And he is fighting through traffic, steps into the box. Cody Akey with the caused turnover. That's how you do a ride. Akey's actually going to stay out there. If you were with us earlier in the half, he had a very entertaining goal. To make it 9-3 at the time. Barry just winding some clock here. 4 goals tonight for Jackson Grant. He's got the ball on the near side at the football 24-yard line. Grant dishing it in front. And now this will go back. Akey winds up in shots, shoots it wide, and this will remain Braves' possession as Grant will go get it at the end line. Jackson Grant walking it in, sending it up. Sean Olvani getting a run. He's number 4. He's got the ball right now, dishing it off. Looking for Grant. Ground ball on the near side. Grant belting his man, but coming up with that ground ball with 39, Mitchell Parker. Parker, the outlet pass, finding Villarreal. Villarreal, shot. Save made. Fiola coming up with a save. That ball right in the crease, in front of the crease, and it's going to be cleared. And through traffic, weaving his way through traffic, that is number 20, Eric Platten. And the feet up front. Platten dishing it off in transition to Nate Sheridan for the goal. Platten making that happen to Sheridan. For Sheridan, that's his second of the season. It's now 15-5. The long pull, and I thought, oh gosh, he's going to shoot it. Nope, let me dish it off last second. Platten with the assist. And for the sophomore attacker Sheridan, that'll be his second this season. 6:24 remaining here tonight from Braves Field. Ground ball will be picked up by Fairport. That'll be Harrington. Harrington, the shot. Save made. Flag coming down. A lot of traffic in front. Still no whistle, and that'll be pushed out there by Fiola. And the penalty is going to be against the Braves. Jack Fiola, leader of that defense, number 32. Ball being the far side as it'll be 7. Monte. Shot. Oh, it just gets through. Kind of a muted celebration there down by so much. That's Terzo with the goal. And that'll be his 10th of the season for Fairport. This high-scoring affair tonight. 15-6 is our score. Yeah, Fiola getting a piece of that. Off the face-off, ground ball. Still fighting like it's a one-goal game, and Fairport will come up with that ground ball. No, it's swiped away by Canandaigua. That's Nick Earps, but now Fairport battling for it back. Hadley in the mix to that. Akey pushing for it. Finally the ground ball. Dan Ramage coming up with it. Ramage will find nobody around him, just a lot of green. Ramage, is he going to take this himself? Nope, defense gets back in time, so the long pull and the clear by Dan Ramage, the senior defender. 5:15 remaining, Fairport going back to work. Down by 9. Carter Tuccelli, number 12 with it, and he'll send it over to number 11, Kyle Gould. Gould has 5 goals on the season. And on the far side, that'll go over to Riley. Tuccelli with it. Stepping into the box. Now to the near side, this will go to Villarreal. And it's an unforced error by Fairport. Riley couldn't climb the ladder that much. And the clearing attempt coming up for the Braves. As we are late in this one now, 4:35 remaining. Canandaigua will move to 9-0 on the season. Olvani gets decked, and, well, no call on that. He pops right back up, had the possession the whole time. Galace with it. So Canandaigua emptying their bench here late, as you would expect them to. Ball going over the far side is Olvani. Now will drift behind the cage. Joe Hillier, 17 defensively in front. That's also number 9, Kyle Rodman, defensively. So short stick on a short stick here. Now the help defense will come out with the long pole, feeding it back up top. Here's Akey. Fans love Akey. Akey putting on the moves and sends it over the top. Imagine what you're thinking there. If you're Cole Bassardi, the sophomore goalie, when you see Cody Akey putting on those moves and getting ready to wind up. And you can hear the anticipation here amongst the Braves faithful. Olvani with it on the near side. Olvani advancing to the cage. Underhand shot, but that's going to be grabbed out of the air by Dom Galas. Shot, save made. Good save there by Bassardi, and the rebound. Bassardi will step back into the safety area there, the crease, and a clearing attempt coming up here for Fairport. Ramich, the long pole, will send it back to his keeper. He's got a couple players he could outlet to. Hillier will take it, and he will walk it over midfield, and this will be a successful clear for Fairport. Hillier has more. Hillier. Well, I'm not sure if he was trying to feed it or that just was a shot that was off, but easy play there for Jack Viola to grab out of the air. As at midfield, from their side, this will go to Lovejoy. And we are in the closing minutes now. 2 minutes remaining here. In the game that was tied at 3 after 1. Jackson Grant then scored to make it 4-3, and that was the beginning of a 10-0 run for Canandaigua. And that's your game right there in a nutshell. Canandaigua now here to pass it around here as it's apparent that Devin York telling his guys, calling off the dogs here, so to speak. Tomorrow, the Varsity Media Sports Network will be with you from Mercy High School. Get time change on that. It's going to be 1 o'clock tomorrow. So if you love Section 5 lacrosse, Mercy and Pound Mac, that is going to be a great game tomorrow. Hope you can join us here on the Varsity Media Sports Network. We will also have Canandaigua Victor later on in the season. I believe that is going to be Memorial Day Monday. Joe Balthaser will be working the grill here on Memorial Day for you. Down to 50 seconds remaining here as Akey with it, and it's pretty apparent that Canandaigua was under instructions not to shoot here, as they will just kind of pass it around. Akey dishing it off. And the fans begin to hoot and holler here as we're under 30 seconds to go. 15 goals against Fairport. And for Fairport, there's time to regroup here, certainly. They get Hilton coming up Wednesday. Canandaigua getting McQuaid on Monday. 10 seconds remaining, and this Canandaigua team, folks, they are for real. 4 goals by Jackson Grant tonight, and the horn will sound. And those are some young men right now that really care for one another here at Canandaigua. 9-0 on the season. 4 goals for Jackson Grant. Jack Viola, fantastic game in goal, and a highlight reel goal for sure. Finding a man behind the defense there. Blazak, Spin Blazak with 2 goals tonight himself.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to thank everyone for
Sam Bennett had 1 as well. Want to thank everybody for logging on here to the Varsity Media Sports Network, and we want to thank everybody from the Canandaigua Academy for their hospitality. It is one of our favorite spots, and thank you for everybody at Fairport helping us out on this broadcast. The team here, Varsity Media, Kyle Sanson and Ryan Boyce on camera. Joel Balthaser, our director. and the executive producer, Ben Turchin. My name is Gene Battaglia. Once again, our final score here tonight from the Canandaigua Academy as the Braves moved to 9-0 on the season with the win over Fairport, 15-6. Thanks for watching. You've been watching the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Varsity Media is the tri-state area's leader in sports media production. We specialize in live streaming,
Cuts inside. Touchdown, Red Devils.
Rosin coach Greg Murphy.
There's you.
What a move!
And the foul.
videography, and photography. Covering all sports at all levels. We feature aerial photography and videography, college recruiting videos, live streaming of games,
Patience offensively against this excellent defense. Now the shot's fired. How about that? Right into the top of the cage off the stick.
Be second down and 3. Handoff this time right up the middle. And B.J. Clark is gone for the touchdown.
school events, graduations. Varsity Media is available to cover a game, a tournament, a season, or any special event.
Talk to us a little bit about what went through your mind, how you prepared for that to run such a fast speed.
Currently, spectators are limited at events. Let Varsity Media bring the event to your fans. Contact Varsity Media today for more information. Online at varsitymedia.net or by phone at 866-577-1950.